don't let me mention our hometown, but all the way from Nigeria to do the presentation tonight. Over to you, Mama. Thank you. I love your beautiful smile. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tolu. I so grateful today when I saw the roster and I saw that I was paired with you. I said nothing was going to come in between this collabo, you know. Yeah, somebody aside of what you have said about me being a mother figure to you, yeah, someone I so much respect too, even in this business. You are such an amazing leader, a leader who will go to any extent to see that those under him succeed. And I want to thank God for the progress we have made together. Thank you so much. Before I go on, I also want to thank the management team of Phytoscience Nigeria. I want to thank you for the opportunity to present once again. This is an opportunity I do not take for granted at all. Thank everybody who is on this platform tonight, those that have invited, those that have come, because it is Mama Eltoda that wants to present tonight. I know somebody will be smiling in the background. So we want to appreciate everybody for coming on tonight. And I'm sure at the end of this presentation, you will thank God that you were on board tonight. Just like Mr. Tolu said, we are both July celebrants. I turned 62 on the 17th of July this year. And I want to thank God for his grace over my life as well, for aging graciously. I want to thank God for the day I met Phytoscience. I want to say Phytoscience is a company and the products are something I'm so passionate about. Thank God for our amazing leaders, the founder who came across Phytoscience and embraced it. So God bless you all as you are here tonight. So tonight we want to talk about our health. And we know that we cannot overemphasize the role our health plays in our life. If money and we don't have the good health, then the money might just be to waste. All that we have acquired, we may, before we know it, spend it on getting our health back. For those of us who are Christians and are familiar with the Bible, we had a woman in the Bible who had an issue of blood. And it was recorded that she spent all that she had. She met with Jesus. So tonight, we want to show us about this amazing Malaysia. And I know that any one of us who has come across it is thanking God for coming aboard this product. And we are encouraging you tonight too. Like we say, you don't have to be sick to go on these products. It is not only for those that are sick. You can want to maintain your health. You know, the products make every of your vitals, they make them perform optimally. So as we go into the presentation, we'll see some amazing facts about what we are here presenting tonight. So I want to ask my host, can I please share my slides? Hello, sir.
Yes, you can, ma.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So tonight we want to showcase the Phytoscience products like we did, and we are more or less offering you the amazing opportunity to live a healthier and a wealthier life. And the company in question, like I said, is Phytoscience. And Phytoscience is situated in Malaysia. The address we see on the screen, it is in Bandar Baru, Bangui. And this is the edifice that Phytoscience works in. As a matter of fact, the edifice we are looking at belongs to Phytoscience company. And this is a company or an edifice that is worth over $4 million, and it is fully paid for. Why is this important? It's important because if you want to look up the company, like some will tell you, I had someone tell me recently, I want to make some research into the company. So of course, if you have the address, you have the building, you have, the company where it is situated, even if you are in Nigeria here and you have a friend in Malaysia, you can ask him, give him this address to go look up whether this company exists or not. So this is a company that is standing gidigba. It is not a portfolio company. It is traceable. And then these are the men and women at the helm of affairs. To my immediate left is the late founder. Unfortunately, we all will pass at one time or the other, but he has built a legacy. And it is the legacy we all are building and thriving upon today. So we have Mr. Lai Peng as the founder. He discovered, this stem cell products. And aside of the benefits, the financial, he was passionate about saying that everybody lives a good life. So after his demise, his wife, Elantan, took up the challenge, and she's at the helm of affairs today. I met her sometime last year in Ghana. She's an amazing woman, very accommodating, very loving. And then on my right is Mr. Willie To. He is the CEO. And he also met with this company, he met with the products. And because of his tenacity, he was able to rise, on the ranks to become the CEO of the company today. Also, before us is the scientist, a world-renowned scientist, Dr. Fred Zuli of the Mibel Biochemistry in Switzerland. So this Dr. Fred Zuli had been researching into products that can make man live healthier for a long time. If we will know, this was the way God designed us to live optimally till our old age. But as we go on, we'll see why this may not be so. And so scientists started researching, and Dr. Fred Zuli, over about 20 years, researched into these stem cell products, and he came up with some of the products we'll be showcasing tonight. And as a matter of fact, this Mibel Biochemistry has over 86,000 employees that are working for this company. And then we'll see some of the awards that Phytoscience have been given over the years. In the year 2013, Phytoscience was recognized as the largest user of stem cells in Asia, also in 2014. But in 2015, they were recognized as the largest user of stem cells in the world, also in 2016 and in 2017. Excuse me. So there are other accolades and other awards that have been given. Also, Phytoscience got an award from known as the Majestic 5 Continents Award for quality and excellence. Also from Geneva, Switzerland, Phytoscience was awarded the Gold Era, the Quality Era Award in the Gold category in the year 2016. Then we'll see that Phytoscience is a business that is in over 41 countries of the world. Some of the flags we see before us are some of the countries in which Phytoscience have their offices, have their presence. As a matter of fact, we've gone up to over 50 countries where we have our presence. So we come to the crux of the matter why we are here tonight. The products we are showcasing are stem cells products or wellness products. And why do we need wellness? We need wellness, we need health. Because like I said, without good health, there's nothing man can do. You lose energy, you lose the zeal for life, you lose your ability even to walk, to make a living. And we'll see that diseases will continue to rise over the years. As a matter of fact, we are getting to know that there are more diseases than we used to know. Why is this so? One will see that because there's so much of pollution in the atmosphere. Some 40, 50, 60 years back, before industrialization, we'll know that, of course, there were not too many companies here in Nigeria, for instance, and so the pollution was not as much as we have now. As a matter of fact, two of my children just went back to the UK. They came to Nigeria, and by the time they got there, they all said they caught some flu or something like that. Why? Because, of course, where they were coming from has a cleaner air, cleaner, maybe cleaner environment. And they came back to Nigeria where there's so much of dust and so on. So we see that all these things will give rise to diseases. So there's pollution all over. Then also we have people who live the sedentary lifestyle. Many of us have to sit for a number of hours when we go to work. And we'll see that our bodies are designed to move. A number of people, I'm also guilty, over the few months, I've not even been exercising as I used to. And these days, I feel it in my body. I know when my body is asking me to exercise. So we see that a number of people live the sedentary lifestyle. Many of us, if it were possible, you would want your car to pick you from your room, take you to your office, take it to wherever you are going and bring you back to your doorstep. Also, we have genetically modified foods. Most of the foods we have today are genetically planted. Some of them are modified. If you were to travel abroad, the first time I started going abroad, I saw some of the plants. Of course, I saw onions. Onions in the US are like ×3 of what we have here. When you see mango, you see some of the fruits. Even when you open the watermelon in the US, you will not find a seed in it. All these have been genetically modified. And some of these things are not good for human consumption. We also have exposure to radiation. Just like I said, we are in the age of industrialization. So many radiation. The gadget I'm presenting from is also emitting some form of radiation. And that's why we advise people, if you work with maybe the laptop or gadgets, electronic gadgets, do well to protect your eyes from some of the radiation. So we'll see that what do we need to do? Like we said, diseases will continue to rise. So if diseases will rise, what is the remedy? What can we do to stay healthy and stay youthful? The answer is by going back to nature with stem cells. We are told that we are not made of drugs, we are made of cells. If we cast our mind back to the little biology we did in school, for those who did not do the sciences in their tertiary institutions, will know that man evolved from the union of the man and the woman, which gave birth to the zygote. And the zygote gave back to all the cells, all the tissues in the body. And so because we are not made of drugs, in as much as we are not condemning or disparaging those in the health sector, but then we know that some of these drugs that we ingest, they also have their side effects. So we'll see that when we go back to nature with stem cells, that is what we originated from. And then we know that, like in an automobile, if a part is not functioning, you look for the same part to replace the one that is not functioning. So by going back to nature using stem cells, we are using stem cells to repair stem cells. So then we may want to ask, what, like I said, stem cells are special cells called mother cells. The zygote I mentioned about is a mother cell. And stem cells have the amazing power to produce new cells that can transform into any tissue or organ in your body. And it is because of this wonderful ability that they have the potential to treat over 200 life-threatening diseases. So in total, we see that the human body is composed of an estimated 30 trillion cells, making stem cells extremely important to human development. We also have stem cells in plants and in animals, but tonight we are looking at the plant stem cells. And like I said, the mother cell gave birth to all the cells in the body, the tissues, the organ, and the whole of the human system. So we see that stem cells can transform into any tissue or organ in your body. Stem cell can transform into the bone. It can transform to the brain, to the blood, to the heart. I said everything about us, everything that makes up the human body transformed from the stem cell. So we see that when we also use the stem cells, it is able to repair the damaged cells. So what are some facts about stem cells? One thing we need to know is that everybody has stem cells. As I'm talking to you, I'm using stem cells. As I've gone out and come back today, I've used some cells, some stem cells. So we use stem cells every day. Stem cells also die. As a matter of fact, as we age, the number of our cell performance also diminish with age. And so when you hear that some elderly people are prone to some diseases, it is because over time, they have lost the cell performance of their body. So the scientists told us that they put our ages in brackets. And by the time you are getting to about 60, 55 years, you see that your cell performance would have diminished to about 25%. And that's why you see that at some certain age, you cannot do some things that you used to do when you were much younger. So stem cells diminish with age, they diminish with lifestyle, they diminish as a result of environmental factors. And so we need to deliberately nourish ourselves. So what are some potential uses of stem cells? Like I said, stem cells can take the form of any tissue or organ in the body. And like I also said before, we can use stem cells to treat over 200 life-threatening diseases. So we can use stem cells to treat deafness. We can use stem cells to treat blindness. We can use stem cells to treat stroke, for instance, missing teeth. Some of the people that have used these stem cells have recorded their teeth or their tooth growing back. Stem cells can also be used to treat wounds. As a matter of fact, we have seen some people with diabetic gangrene that should have been amputated, but because they went on this therapy, the wound healed. So we can also use stem cells for bone marrow transplantation. It can be used for spinal cord injury and so on and so forth. It can also be used for multiple sites cancers, diabetes. So here we are introducing the revolutionary plant-based stem cell. And before us is an apple. One may want to wonder, what has an apple got to do with what we are talking about? The apple we are showcasing here is a rare apple, and it is a Swiss apple. It is not the common apple you and I buy every day. This apple is called the Utwila spatluba. And like I said, it is found in Switzerland. And there's some things that are peculiar to this apple. One, the scientist found out that this apple, when it is still on the tree and a bird perches on the apple, eats from the apple, by the time you go back a few days later, you find out that where the bird ate from has regrown back. So that is why this apple, as a matter of fact, is the main ingredient in our products, in the stem cell products. So we'll see that because it has the ability to regrow back, it has the ability also to regenerate the human cell. It has the ability to repair. Also, this apple, when you harvest it and you put it down, you'll find out that over a number of weeks or months, the apple is still as fresh as when it was harvested. Another thing that was found about this apple is that as we are looking at it in the picture, if it were any other apple that we know about, once you cut it, almost immediately it will discolor, which is oxidation. So we see that this apple has the potential to protect itself. So also when it gets into the human body, it has the ability to protect the healthy cell in the human body. We have seen some diseases that we call autoimmune disease. In this instance, the unhealthy cells are fighting, they see the healthy ones as enemy cells. So, but when you take this stem cell that we are talking, so we also see that when you take 0.01 concentration of this Swiss apple stem cells, when it gets into the human body, it's able to regenerate over 20, skill technology that was discovered by Mibel Biochemistry. So if anything has done a job of 80% for you, you will know that that is a pass mark. So we expect your body to fill up the remaining percentage. So we have a partnership. Like we showcased at the beginning, we saw the founder, we saw the scientist, Dr. Fred Zuli. So, and like I said, when the founder got to know about this biochemistry and their products, his interest was aroused and he went into a partnership with Mibel Biochemistry, stating that they would have the exclusive ownership of the double stem cell and the triple stem cell formulation and the patent. So they went into an agreement that everything about this apple that is produced by Mibel Biochemistry will be marketed, and Phytoscience will have the sole right to market this product. So if you see any other products, as we have seen in the past, that they also showcase this same apple, do well to ask them for the MOU that was signed by their company. So now we want to showcase the products we have been alluding to. So these are an array of our products. And as a matter of fact, by today, we have some more products that are not in this picture. So we want to take the products one after the other. We'll try to go through the products. So we have the crystal cell and the double stem cell. The double stem cell is the flagship product of the company. And then they went a step further to formulate the crystal cell by adding the cell of the tomato. So we'll see that both they do the same work, excuse me, and they are able to protect the longevity of the skin stem cells. This product also fights chronological aging. When you see some of us on this platform, some of us that have been taking this product looking younger than our age, is because there's a product aside of God Almighty doing this amazing job for us. So we also see that these products are able to improve the cellular health and boost energy. We know that without energy, there's nothing we can do. So these products help us to boost our energy level. It also helps us for better blood circulation. Blood, we know, is life. If our blood is not flowing well, there's little or nothing man can do. Or if the blood stops or it clots, we know that that is the end of man. So we see that these products help with better blood circulation. And this product also helps to improve mental function and boost brain health. This product neutralizes free radicals. It helps to boost the immune system. It aids in reducing belly fat. It helps to promote urinary tract health. It preserves vision. It aids in constipation and digestion. So how do we consume the double stem cell and the crystal cell? We'll see that we have a duct under our tongue. So in the pack of the crystal cell or the double stem cell, we have sachets, about 14 sachets in each pack. So you simply take a sachet and tear it open as we see in the picture. Then you lift your tongue up and pour the contents of the sachet under your tongue. You now place your tongue upon it and let it dissolve. By the time, like 2-3 minutes, it would have dissolved. As a matter of fact, you will know when it has dissolved. So when it has dissolved, you take about 50 cl of water. And we see that this is best consumed on an empty stomach. We are told not to chew it and don't inhale it. So it is also best that when you use this product, You make sure that you are well hydrated, your body is well hydrated during the day, because stem cells work best in a hydrated body. Then we also have these products, the snowfield forts. This also help us to boost our body system. It is a best aid in gastrointestinal problems. It balances the body acid alkaline counts. It helps to rebuild hemoglobin and red blood cells. As a matter of fact, this is a go-to product for anyone that is having maybe sickle cell or any blood-related issue, because it will help you to rebuild your hemoglobin and the red blood cells. It is good for sickle cell anemia. I've mentioned that. It fights all forms of infection, and it helps us to manage blood sugar. So we see that it helps us to boost our immunity, and it also helps our body to balance the body alkaline count. So we see that hyperacidity weakens our body system. There's some that the acid level in the body is higher. So, and we see that when there's too much of acid in the body, then it will give rise to an internal environment that is conducive to diseases. As a matter of fact, we'll see that people with cancer is because the acid level in their body is higher than the alkaline count in the body. So every single person who has a cancer has a pH level that is acidic. So who should drink the snowfield fort? One thing we need to know is that the snowfield fort has been referred to as the longevity green food. It is such an amazing product. So we see that people with diabetes, people with cancer, with colon diseases, hormonal imbalance, people who have romanticism, anything that gives rise, to the acidic level in the body being too high, you need the snowfield fort to help you to balance the acidic level. Where we have also inflammation in the body, you need the snowfield fort. It also helps with weight problems, with heart attack, with high blood pressure. Also, people who often feel heat, maybe people in their menopausal states, they need the snowfield fort. People who experience menstrual pain, suffer from constipation, people who dislike eating vegetables or often catch cold, all of these people need the snowfield fort. So how do we consume? This one also comes in sachets. You take a sachet and pour into 50 cl of water. You can mix in a glass of water, as we see here, or you simply take your 50 cl bottle of water and pour in the contents. You shake properly, mix very well, and consume. We also have the Actual Plus. This is also a water therapy. It is not a drug, but it works more than a drug. And for the formulation of this Actual Plus, we'll see that they have used 18 fruits. And it's not just any fruits. These are fruits that are high in antioxidants. These are passion fruits that have been used in this formulation. Also, we have 12 vegetables and we have 9 spices, all combined together to make the Actual Plus. As a matter of fact, we know that if anyone is recovering from a disease, you often hear doctors telling them to consume a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables. But we'll see that there's nobody who can say in a day, I've taken like 18 different kinds of fruits or vegetables. So these have been combined together to help us get the benefits of these fruits, vegetables, and spices. So we see that this is the best option that helps you to heal and recover from all diseases, especially diabetes. And it is also used to boost and strengthen your immune system. How do we use it? If you are recovering from a sickness, you take 10 drops. There's a dropper on the bottle. So you just put 10 drops in about 35 cl of water, and you consume, you mix properly. Do not use hot water. So you put 10 drops and consume 3 times daily. And if you just feel you want to maintain your body system, you use 5 drops in water 3 times daily. Then we also have the Miracle Intense Essence. I have seen the amazing work that this product can do. Because of time, I cannot give us the testimony of a niece of mine that had hot water poured on her. And I quickly remembered we have this product handy. I used it on her, and that was the end of no bloating, no pains. So we'll see that this product is a topical product. We use it on the skin. So we see that it helps to reduce spots and wrinkles, helps in better texture and skin tone. It enhances skin vitality. It helps to moisten and make the skin supple, and it speeds up wound healing. I talked about people who have maybe diabetic wounds or any wounds that is refusing to heal. As you take the crystal and the double stem cell, also do well to get this product and spray it on the wound. And before you know it, you see that the wound is gone. This also has a sister product. This is also topical too. We use it on the skin, on the face, as you can see in the picture. It is good, and it is an anti-free radical and anti-aging effect. It has the anti-free radical and anti-aging effect. It erases fine lines. It brightens and firms the skin, and it is anti-UV. We also have another amazing product, which is called the IIQ. I call it the high IQ. It's used to boost the IQ. It is good for the eyes. It is good to boost the brain. So we see that we have some children with cognitive function. We have even some of our elderly people, as they grow, they have some form of memory loss, some form of memory degeneration, and things like that. So this is a product that works well for the brain, works well for the eyes. So we see that it helps to improve the brain health, the cognitive function, memory, and even the mood. If there's anybody who is also always moody, we need to recommend this product for them. It reduces the risk of macular degeneration. It protects the brain cells from damage by toxic free radicals. It prevents memory loss and mental decline. It also helps to reduce mental fatigue. It improves eye function, including the eye ability to adapt to the dark. So how do we take it? Take 1 or 2 sachets per day after meal, and it is recommended to be taken daily. Then we have the products for weight management. This is a product I've used before, and I saw the amazing effect on my body. So what does Nufort do? Nufort is a meal replacement food. It's something that you use maybe to replace your dinner. If you are looking at, reducing, or you want to build your weight, there's some people, just as some of us are looking at how we can lose some weight, there's some people that are looking at how to gain some weight. So we see that this supports muscle build. It provides satiety. It aids in digestion. It increases metabolism. It helps to increase fat burn. It helps to reduce cholesterol, and it is vegetarian friendly. So these are some of the major components in these products. We have like the brown rice, the soy protein, vitamin D. We also have major vitamins like the calcium, the enzyme, the protein, iron, carbohydrates, fiber. So when you use this, it has a lot of fiber that helps you to move your bowels properly. So we see that it also balances the body weight. It regulates blood sugar. It protects the heart to reduce risk of coronary heart diseases. It supports digestive health. It improves the healthy growth of muscle, amongst other things that it does. We also have a sister product. This also has a sister product. You use the two in conjunction. So the no light is, you take this last thing before you go to bed. It helps you to move your bowels. It helps to relieve constipation. It supports digestive health. It helps to strengthen immunity. It assists with weight loss, fat burning. It improves cholesterol level and maintain blood glucose control. So also these products have some major components like the guava, the amylase. It has the guar, it has vitamin C, it has beta carotene, and like we said, some of the advantages is that it has low glycemic index and such like. So we have a product certification. Our products have been licensed as 100% natural. It has been certified as good manufacturing practices. It is vegetarian friendly. It is halal friendly. We have the NAFDAC certification, and we have the US Food and Drug certification. Then also, the company, because they are so sure of their products, have put a product quality liability to the tune of $1 million on their products, saying that if you can prove that you use this product and it causes you harm instead of doing you good, the company says they will reward you to the tune of $1 million, So for a company to do this, you will know that they are sure of the products they have put out. And as a matter of fact, we see that to date, nobody has been able to claim this. Rather, it had been thanking God that they got to know about the products. So now we want to look at some of the product testimonials. And I want to say that some of the testimonies may not be looking too good for the eyes, but just because we need to showcase them. If you find any too gory for your eyes, you may please do well to look away. So we have the first product testimonial, and this is for diabetic gangrene. This is a wound that ordinarily should have been the leg that should have been amputated, but we'll see that in 4 months, the leg was recovered. So Phytoscience products are able to treat diabetic gangrene. We also have the testimony of a woman that has the bone marrow cancer. She was sent home. She lives in Germany, like we got to know. But because she was so sick, and the doctors in Germany have tried their best to no avail, so they asked her to go back home to Cameroon to go and hospice with her family, spend the remaining days with her family so they could show her love. But as God will have it, she met with somebody who introduced her to this product. And you can see the transformation from the far left when she was still sick to now. And sometimes in December, I think she was in Dubai for one of Phytoscience programs. In fact, you will not believe it's the same woman that we are seeing. And as a matter of fact, we learned that she's back to Germany to our base, to the amazement of our doctors. Also, we have the testimony of vitiligo. This Mr. Hari Garan from India. Before, he had suffered for vitiligo for 15 years. And after 6 months, we can see the transformation. He has come live on Zoom that I saw him before. So all these testimonials we are showing you, they are live testimonials. These are testimonies that the company itself attests to. So these are not imported testimonies, but these are testimonies of people that some of us have seen live or seen on Zoom. Also, we have this testimony of a woman that had the heart problem, and we'll see that she had speedy recovery after taking crystal stem cell. She has spent 3 years without walking, but she recovered within a month after taking the crystal stem cell. We also have testimonies of infertility. This family, we are told, have done several IVFs to no avail, but they decided to try the Phytoscience stem cell products for about 3 months. And today they are blessed with twin baby boys. And we have more of these such bats. So we have all we have been talking about. You might be wondering what you are talking about. How do we get it? How much? The platinum package, we have the gold package, and we have the silver package. The platinum package goes for about $2,731,000, and in it you get about 32 crystal cells, about 30 double stem cell, 4 essence, 1 H2O moisturizer, and 10 snowfield pots. We also have the platinum 2. It also comes with a number of products as we see on the screen. We have the junior platinum product package, which comes for about $1,470. That will also give you 6 packs of the crystal cell, 26 packs of the double stem cell, and 4 packs of the snowfield fort. We have the gold package. That comes for about $994.55. And that will also give you 22 double stem cells, 4 crystal cells, 4 packs of the snowfield fort. The silver package goes for about $206.40. That will give you 4 packs of the double stem cell, 1 pack of the crystal cell, and 1 pack of the snowfield fort. So we have the silver CC, which goes for $154. That will give you 3 packs of the crystal cell. And we have the bronze package, which comes for about $114. In the crystal cell and the double stem cell, we have about 14 sachets. So I want to thank you for being a wonderful audience. Thank you for having me in your space in the past 40 minutes or thereabouts. And I want to believe that we have thoroughly enjoyed and gained one thing or the other from this presentation. So I will also want to advise that you go back to the person that invited you for this Zoom meeting. Thank you, my host, Mr. the opportunity to be the presenter of this Zoom meeting tonight. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much. I feel so proud of you, Ma. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel so proud. That was a wonderful. Just imagine you seeing somebody that you're partner with now doing wonders. You will go international, more PS to your account in every way, more growth in every way in the name of Jesus. Thank you so much.
Amen.
Well, look at our time. Our time has been well spent, and I'm sure you've learned one or two things. Please, please, and please don't let it stop here. Don't be part of the people that will be doing analysis paralysis in every way. So just get in touch with whoever invited you and make sure you enjoy. You make sure you ask questions. If you need to see a medical doctor, they can link you. We have a medical doctor in-house that they can link you to for consultation. So feel free at every point in time. Please get in touch. Get in touch. Get in touch. That's the action word. Get in touch wherever you invited to this meeting or wherever you saw this link from. We are allowed to take testimonies, but because of time, because this is supposed to be a one-hour meeting, and she has done excellently well. She has explained almost everything. Now, if you now need further clarification, please do not hesitate to get in touch with whoever invited you to that meeting. Once again, thank you so much, everybody, for joining this meeting. Thank you for your time out. Now, okay, everybody's waiting for the gifts. Okay, let me see. What should I do for gifts now? What should I do for gifts now? How would I pick the person to do the gift now? Let me see. Oh, everybody is still here.